Well, good morning. So this is Karen with Veronica's Coaching Tarot. It is time for our daily energy reading. Current situation, present influence, future influence, what we don't see, challenge, what to watch for, advice, and outcome. Sometimes I don't put the outcome in, but lately I have been, so we'll just make that a thing. So, hope you all are well. And here we go. Okay, current situation, magician, present influence, page of swords, future influence, eight of swords. What you don't see. Eight of Wands. Okay, that's good. Challenge. King of Pentacles. That could be someone standing in your way. What to watch for. Six of Wands. Advice. Moon and outcome. Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So this may be you feeling like you might be a little bit out of control, or you want to control something more, or be in charge, or something of that nature. That's what this could be. What we'll dig in. Let's take a look. So right away, I got this energy of, because of the Eight of Swords, but also the Page of Swords, and the Magician tells me that you have everything you need, but you don't realize it, and you're like being kind of defensive about it. So let me go into why I think that. Okay, so Magician, we know, is, you have all of the tools, you can do anything you want to because you have everything you need to do it. However, I always am reminded that the Magician is at the beginning of the deck. So it does go along right after the Fool, and with that fleeting curiosity of a young person, the Magician is also young. While they may have all the tools, and you may have all the tools to do this, there is this younger feeling. It's not like the World, which is success and all of those things. So while it's still a very good and positive card, I feel like I have to be reminded that it's also a young spirit. So, and the Page of Swords to me feels very, okay, in almost all of the decks, I feel like the Page of Swords is guarding something. And a lot of times my intuition leads right to guarding yourself, being on a protective mode, almost like that Seven of Wands feeling, but this is a sword, so it's more up here. You're, so with that Magician being the current situation, this is you still kind of being on guard, like, don't dare say anything that might hurt me, or I disagree with, or that may bring me down, or anything like that. It's kind of like that feeling, like, don't you dare. I've got this, and I'm going to do it. That's the feeling I get, like, when I read this. So bear with me too. Like, the Eight of Swords is about being stuck, and this is being stuck up here. A lot of times, so the Eight of Swords has definitely come up back in COVID when people were literally physically stuck. But most of all, when I see the Eight of Swords, it's thinking we're stuck. It's, you don't see the way out. You don't see the answer. You don't see what the next step is. And it's interesting because when we get to what you need to watch for, it makes complete sense that you need to kind of open your eyes and look for the things that you need to look for. Also, the Moon. We'll get to that. So all kind of coincides here. But I really feel that way with those three cards. I feel like, hey, you got everything. The situation is you've got this, but you're kind of like super on guard. No, can't come here, don't say that, or anything like that kind of situation. So if this were love, I would say that you're guarding your heart. and that you feel like you can't get out of it, and you feel like, nothing's going to happen that's good, all of those things with the Eight of Swords. So, but I don't necessarily believe that it's love. I just feel like it's a situation in general where you do have everything you need. You're just really guarding it. And then what you don't see is the Eight of Wands, which I like corresponding with that eight. Then it makes me even go more with that Eight of Swords being in your head. This is something you don't see. It's the Eight of Wands. It means things are happening. Things are moving forward. Things are going. I mean, this is a fast card. This is probably one of the fastest cards in the deck next to the Knight of Wands, or basically they're pretty even. This is stuff coming in really fast. This is energy. This is good, solid, let's go energy. And I feel like with that as being something that you don't know, you're stuck, but you don't see that, hey, this is moving along. You're just not opening your eyes to it. Wait till we get to the advice. So with the King of Pentacles as being in your way, this is one of two things. If this is a person, it's just someone that you feel like is either not believing in you, or they stand in your way some way, like a job or something where there maybe you feel like you're on guard because this person may be not thinking of you, that you can do the job. Or if it's like a family member that, they stand in your way because there's a certain, like, you need to do this, not this. Keep in mind, magician is you can do whatever, you have all of the tools, so do what you feel you need to do. But I feel like that's the challenge, is getting past that either presence in your own mind that things have to be a certain way, and that your outcome has to be according to your family, your any family, friends, what's right for the job, all of those things. Or it's someone specifically that you feel like is like that, and then they're blocking you. I don't think they're truly blocking you. And again, we'll get to the advice and what you need to watch for, but that's your challenge. That's what you need to deal with, and that's what you need to see. And a lot of that comes from that Page of Swords energy of, I'm guarding. I'm guarding myself here. So the Six of Wands is what to watch for, and this is watching for, recognition. I couldn't think of the word for the life of me. This is watching for recognition, watching for either you recognizing yourself that you can do it, or the people around you are actually giving you recognition, but you feel like they're not. Have you ever had that? Like, someone's trying to, like, pat you on the back, but it feels so backwards that it doesn't feel right. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like, this king you feel is in your way, and you feel as a challenge, and they're not recognizing you for what you want to be being recognized for, but they are. So watch for that. Watch for the recognition. Watch for the praise that you're getting. Look for those kind of positive, good things that are coming. Now, with the advice, and I'll get to the outcome, but the advice is the Moon. And with all of this said, the Moon says, hey, things aren't always as they seem. You could be seeing the situation one way, but maybe it's not that way. So it's kind of like the Hangman. Take a different look at it, because the Moon casts some shadows, and those shadows could tell us or make us believe that something's going to happen that's really not. Also, it's kind of about following your dreams as well. I feel like, because it's the Moon, it's nighttime, follow your dreams. No, this doesn't probably come from any tarot book, but we have to, I read intuitively, and that's what I feel like. I feel like, sometimes we need to, a lot of times when someone's around us, we think that they're thinking one way, or that things are one way, but they're really not. That's just kind of what we're putting in our head. Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, those type of things. And that's why I really believe that this is about, hey, things aren't always as they appear. So, remember that when you're going through this process and trying to prove that you have everything it takes. And you do, because you're the magician. So recognize that, look for that recognition. If it's not coming from someone else, recognize it in yourself. We don't always need someone else's approval. Sometimes we do, to get a job, or to, move up on the corporate ladder. We need that, but we also need to recognize it within ourselves. We've got what it takes. And then you have the 10 of cups as your outcome. So whatever is happening here, it's fulfillment in a very large manner. Whether this is love or work or just the way you feel about things, this is good. This is good energy coming in, and this is a good outcome to have because it's really about complete fulfillment. It's about feeling happy. And so like this is the family card, right? You get married, you have kids. But if you take that in context, this is like, the ultimate dream. Now that's not all of our dreams. We don't all want to get married and have kids, but if we look at it from that perspective as the ultimate. So in a relationship, the ultimate would be XYZ. However, this is the ultimate in whatever you're doing. So this is the best thing that can happen, and it finds fulfillment, and you find protection, and you find camaraderie, and you find all of the things that a family would bring: comfort, security, and just feeling good about it. And I think that that's what you have to look forward to, coming with all of this. But until you look for that recognition, whether it be in yourself or somebody else, and whether you have to look at it differently because you're not seeing the shadows, or knowing that things are happening behind the scenes, maybe you don't see them, it's in there, you don't see column, but things are moving, and have that faith that you will get to where you need to be, or recognize that as well. So there you have it. There's our daily reading. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button or comment or whatever. You know me. Easy.